a lot of the listeners, I think, are going to be wanting to know, what does that job entail? Do you just turn up, for an hour a day, you train him, you maybe advise him a bit on nutrition, whatever it might be, but what does and I know that there's a lot more to it than that. So what would kind of a typical, what is your responsibility? So are you traveling? Are you on location? Do you have a gym? Are you going into a commercial gym and swanning around, and are there people around trying to, stop people interrupting you? How does it look? So these are the questions I think that a lot of people ask about it, because there's a perception versus what's actually happening a lot of the time. So what would a day entail for you?
The reality is that it comes with a lot of responsibility, first of all, and then which you get used to. And then secondly, it's about not having an ego, me personally, not having an ego for myself to be able to say, I am responsible for every single element of everything. And that's really hard. You learn that as a coach. It takes a long time to let things go and bring in the people that you need to get the best possible outcome.
Yeah.
So whatever I need, I bring in. So I bring in, if I'm not great at I'm not a chiropractor, I'm not an osteopath, I'm not physio, I'm not all these things. I have knowledge on all of these, but I bring in the best people to get the best possible outcome. And where the process kind of like starts with a big, massive action movie is about a year in advance. So I would get, and especially Daniel at this point, we've just done No Time to Die, which is quite relevant to now. And he's in his 50s. So I get about a year, maybe a bit more than that, to kind of like go, right, we've maybe got a script. Let's do the periodization. So I have to treat it like an athletic kind of like process. And if an athlete going to an event or pre-season or whatever it may be, you've got to treat it. I have to treat it like that, and I have to kind of like go, right, this is the amount of time I've got, and this is where I need to get to. So that journey is it's tense, yeah. And I put in the markers of where I need to be. It's a little bit easier that I know a person, and that comes with spending a lot of time with someone. You get to know kind of like how they react to certain things and their body and stuff like that. Bit different. Age plays is a key factor. So the process is literally the same, but the period is just stretched from age. So that's the way I kind of like look at it. It just takes a little bit longer with age. So a year in advance, I would kind of like, then after I've kind of like got the script, I then break down that script so that I look at two kind of like variables. I look at the performance aspect, which the athletic aspect, and then the other aspect, I look at the aesthetic. So I will know key dates of, whether someone's got their shirt off or whether someone's wearing something, a fight choreography scene, or where they're just wearing something that's very revealing, and they have to look capable. So I take those two variables, and then I start to do the periodization back of where they need to be at certain points for me to be able to make them look capable of portraying that kind of character aesthetically, but then more importantly, being able to get a full athletic performance out of them without getting injured, without getting ill, having maximum energy, all those kind of like things. So I work that out. And then I start to kind of like, within that periodization, I kind of look, well, 3 months out, I'm going to need a tighter nutritional regime. So can I have a chef? Could I have food delivery? Can I have someone that's like really, really looking after that person? So that far 3 months out, yes, I can. My recovery protocols, they've got to come in. They're going to have to start coming in kind of like 2 months out, because the intensity is maybe going to go up. The kind of like the workload is going to go up. We're working out. He's doing stunts. He's got choreography. Not only that, I've got to be really careful with the nutrition, because I can't be kind of like doing anything that's kind of maybe depletive, because he's got lots of lines and dialogue to learn. So all these factors come into play, and it takes a lot of working out over a kind of quite a long period of time. So that's the time frame that I kind of like get. And that's including like a pre-production phase of where I then, the last kind of like 4 or 5 weeks. I go then film specific.